Are your knees stiff, swollen, or painful every morning? What if one simple drink could change everything? This powerful morning drink made me walk without pain, and today I'm going to share the secret with you. Imagine throwing away painkillers. Avoiding expensive treatments and feeling young again sounds impossible. Stick with me. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss natural remedies and life-changing health tips. For years, I woke up with knees that felt like rusty hinges. Walking even short distances was painful. Stairs, forget about it. I tried creams, pills, and endless stretches, but nothing gave lasting relief. If you've ever felt the sharp stab of arthritis or the dull ache of joint stiffness, you know how draining it can be. It steals your energy, limits your freedom, and makes you feel older than you are. But one morning, something changed. I discovered a drink so powerful that within weeks, my knees felt brand new. And today, I'm going to reveal it to you. This isn't some magic potion from a fancy store. It's a natural drink made with simple ingredients that you probably already have in your kitchen. At first, I was skeptical. How could a drink fix what years of medication couldn't? But as I started drinking it daily, the stiffness began to fade. The swelling went down. The grinding sound when I bent my knees slowly disappeared. And the best part? I could walk again without that nagging pain holding me back. If you're over 40, 50, or even 60, joint pain is something you might already be familiar with. According to the CDC, more than 32 million Americans suffer from osteoarthritis, and millions more struggle with knee pain from inflammation, injury, or age-related wear and tear. But here's the thing. Your body has an incredible ability to heal if you give it the right tools. And the drink I'm about to share gives your body exactly that: powerful anti-inflammatory nutrients, natural compounds that repair cartilage, and hydration that keeps your joints lubricated. The journey started for me when I came across research on turmeric and ginger. These golden roots are famous in traditional medicine for their anti-inflammatory properties. In fact, studies have shown that curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, is as effective as some painkillers in reducing arthritis pain without the harmful side effects. Ginger, on the other hand, has natural compounds called gingerols that block inflammatory pathways in the body. Together, they form a powerful duo that targets pain at its root cause. But that's not all. To make the drink even more effective, I added lemon juice, which helps reduce uric acid buildup, a common cause of joint pain. Lemon is rich in vitamin C, which also helps your body produce collagen. And collagen, as you may know, is the protein that keeps your joints, cartilage, and tendons strong. Without enough of it, your knees start to weaken. The final ingredient is honey. Not just for sweetness, but for its natural antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Plus, it gives you a quick boost of energy in the morning. Combined together, these four ingredients, ginger, lemon, and honey, creates a drink that's both refreshing and deeply healing for your knees. Now, before I give you the exact recipe, let's talk about why knee pain happens in the first place. You see, your knees are the largest joints in your body. Every step you take puts pressure on them. Over the years, cartilage, the smooth tissue that cushions your joints, starts to wear down. This leads to bone rubbing against bone, which causes pain and inflammation. Add in factors like being overweight, lack of exercise, or past injuries, and the problem only gets worse. Many doctors will tell you the only solution is painkillers or, in severe cases, knee replacement surgery. But what they don't always mention is that natural remedies can slow, sometimes even reverse, this damage. Think of your body like a car. If you put in cheap fuel and never change the oil, it breaks down faster. But if you give it the right maintenance, it lasts for years. Your knees are the same way. Feed them anti-inflammatory foods. Hydrate them properly and support them with movement. and they can serve you well into old age. When I started drinking this golden mix every morning, I noticed changes within 2 weeks. At first, the pain was less sharp. Then, I could bend down without wincing. By the end of the first month, I could take long walks again. And when I saw my doctor, even he was surprised at how much the swelling had gone down. The recipe is simple. All you need is 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger, the juice of half a lemon, and 1 teaspoon of honey. Mix them into a glass of warm water, stir well, and drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. That's it. One small habit, once a day, can completely change how your knees feel now. Some of you might be thinking, will this really work for me? And I get it. After years of trying things that don't deliver, it's normal to be skeptical. But remember, these are ingredients backed by science. For example, a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that turmeric significantly reduced knee pain in patients with osteoarthritis. Another study showed that ginger extract was as effective as ibuprofen in reducing pain after exercise. And vitamin C, found in lemon, is essential for collagen production, something every aging joint desperately needs. Of course, this isn't a miracle cure. You can't expect to drink it once and wake up pain-free. Like all natural remedies, consistency is key. Think of it as nourishing your knees from the inside out. Over time, the nutrients build up in your body, inflammation goes down, and healing begins. The best part is, unlike painkillers, this drink has no side effects. It's safe, natural, and something you can enjoy every single day. I also want to share a small tip that made this drink even more effective for me. I started adding a pinch of black pepper. Why? Because black pepper contains piperine, a compound that increases the absorption of curcumin in turmeric by up to 2,000%. Without it, much of the turmeric passes through your body unused. So if you really want to supercharge this drink, don't skip the black pepper. Over time, I began to notice other benefits too. My digestion improved, my energy levels went up, and my skin looked healthier. That's the beauty of natural remedies. They don't just target one issue. They support your whole body, so if you're tired of waking up with stiff knees, if you're tired of missing out on walks with your loved ones, or if you just want to feel young again, give this drink a try. 1 glass every morning could be the start of a completely new chapter in your life. I'll share more about how this drink works inside your body, the science behind each ingredient, and additional tweaks you can make to maximize the results. So don't go anywhere, and remember to subscribe so you never miss the next step in this journey toward pain-free living. When I shared this drink with a close friend who had been struggling with arthritis for years, she laughed at first. She said, if it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. But within a month of taking it daily, she called me in tears. Not tears of pain this time, but tears of joy. For the first time in years, she could kneel down and play with her grandkids without wincing. And that's when I realized this isn't just a drink. It's a chance to get your life back. So let's go deeper into why this simple morning routine is so effective. Think about what actually happens inside your knees when you're in pain. Most of the time, it's inflammation, your body's way of responding to damage. Inflammation isn't always bad. If you twist your knee or cut your skin, inflammation is the body's way of sending blood, nutrients, and repair cells to the area. The problem comes when inflammation doesn't switch off. In conditions like arthritis, your immune system stays in attack mode, constantly inflaming your joints. That's why your knees swell, turn stiff, and ache. Now here's the exciting part. Every single ingredient in this drink helps calm that inflammation naturally. Turmeric, with its compound curcumin, blocks inflammatory molecules called cytokines. Ginger, with its gingerols, reduces prostaglandins. Those are chemicals in your body that trigger pain signals. Lemon juice reduces uric acid, which can crystallize in the joints and cause painful stiffness. Honey helps reduce oxidative stress, which is another hidden trigger for inflammation. And when you add black pepper to boost turmeric absorption, you give your body a full team of natural defenders. Imagine it like this. Your knees are a house that's caught on fire. Inflammation is the fire, spreading and causing damage. Painkillers. They're like turning off the fire alarm. You don't hear the noise, but the fire is still there, still burning your house down. This drink, however, is like bringing in water, sand, and a team of firefighters. It doesn't just hide the pain. It actually works to put out the fire inside your joints. And here's where things get even more fascinating. Studies show that turmeric doesn't just fight inflammation, it also protects cartilage, the soft cushion between your bones. Cartilage is what makes movement smooth and painless. When it wears down, bones grind against each other. But curcumin helps slow that breakdown and even encourages the body to repair itself. Ginger does something similar. It improves circulation, making sure your knees get the nutrients and oxygen they need to stay strong. And lemon, rich in vitamin C, helps your body produce collagen, which is essential for joint flexibility. I remember reading about a study where people with knee osteoarthritis took turmeric supplements daily. After just 8 weeks, their pain scores dropped significantly, and they reported improved mobility. That's just turmeric alone. Imagine combining it with ginger, lemon, and honey. It's like stacking the odds in your favor, giving your knees every possible tool to heal. Now, let me answer a question you might have. How long will it take to see results? Well, everyone's body is different. Some people feel improvement in 2 weeks, others in a month. For me, it took around 3 weeks before I realized I was climbing stairs without gripping the handrail. My friend noticed it after 4 weeks. The key is patience and consistency. Just like you don't build muscle overnight, you don't rebuild healthy knees overnight either. But day by day, sip by sip, you're fueling your body with natural medicine that works silently and steadily. Another question people ask is, can I drink this if I'm already on medication? And the answer is yes, but always check with your doctor first. In most cases, these are safe ingredients. In fact, many doctors now encourage patients to use natural remedies alongside their treatment. But if you're on blood thinners or diabetes medication, it's wise to get medical advice. Because turmeric and ginger can affect how your body processes certain drugs. Now, let's talk about a secret advantage of this drink: hydration. Did you know that your joints are like sponges? They're surrounded by fluid called synovial fluid, which keeps them lubricated. When you're dehydrated, that fluid becomes thick, sticky, and less effective at cushioning your joints. That's why drinking plenty of water is crucial for joint health. When you prepare this drink in warm water, you're not just delivering healing compounds. You're also hydrating your body, keeping that joint fluid thin and slippery. This makes movement easier and less painful. Think about how a rusty door hinge squeaks when it's dry. Add oil, and suddenly it moves smoothly again. Your knees are no different. This drink hydrates and nourishes them at the same time. But here's where many people go wrong. They drink it once in a while, maybe when their knees hurt, and then forget about it. That won't work. You need to make it a habit, part of your lifestyle. Just like brushing your teeth or taking a morning shower, this drink should become something you look forward to every single morning. And you know what? After a while, you'll start craving it. The warmth of the water, the temps of lemon, the gentle spice of ginger, and the earthy taste of turmeric heat becomes a comforting ritual. Instead of starting your day with coffee that can sometimes dehydrate you, imagine starting with a drink that heals you. Now, let me share something even more interesting. This drink doesn't just help your knees, it benefits your whole body. For example, turmeric and ginger are amazing for your gut health. A healthy gut reduces overall inflammation in the body, which means less pain everywhere, not just in your knees. Lemon helps detox your liver and boosts your immune system. Honey gives you antioxidants that fight aging. In other words, while you're targeting knee pain, you're also improving your energy, your digestion, your skin, and even your heart health. I'll never forget the first time I went on a long walk after drinking this daily for about a month. Before, I would avoid walking more than a few blocks because the pain was unbearable. But that day, I walked almost a mile, and when I came home, I realized something incredible. I wasn't in pain. I didn't need to sit down immediately. My knees didn't feel swollen or stiff. That moment brought me hope, and I knew I was on the right path. And here's the thing, this isn't just my story. Thousands of people across the world have shared similar experiences. Online forums are filled with people saying, "I've been drinking turmeric ginger tea daily, and my arthritis pain is gone." Some even say they avoided surgery because of it. That's the power of natural healing. Now, let's be honest. Will this drink cure every single case of knee pain? No. Severe damage, like completely worn-out cartilage, may still need medical treatment. But for most people, those dealing with inflammation, stiffness, or early arthritis, this drink can make a life-changing difference. It can delay or even prevent the need for drastic measures like surgery. I want you to imagine yourself 6 months from now. You've been drinking this daily. You wake up in the morning, and instead of groaning when you stand, you stretch easily. You go outside, walk in the park, and maybe even jog lightly. You bend down to pick up something without that sharp pain shooting through your knees. That's not a fantasy that can be your reality. But here's the catch. None of this will happen unless you take action. Knowledge without action doesn't change anything. You already know the recipe. Turmeric, ginger, lemon, honey, warm water, and a pinch of black pepper. You know the science. Now it's time to actually try it. Commit to drinking it every morning for 30 days. Write down how you feel on day 1 and then compare it to day 30. I promise you'll be surprised by the difference. Now that you know the recipe, the science, and the real benefits of this powerful drink, let's take the final step together. Because while this drink is incredible on its own, it becomes even more effective when combined with the right habits. Think of it like a team. You've got your star player, but the whole team needs to work together to win the game. First, let's talk about food. Your knees don't just need relief from pain. They need the building blocks to repair and stay strong. Collagen is one of the most important of these building blocks. It keeps your joints flexible and cushioned. But after the age of 60, your body produces less collagen, which makes your knees weaker. That's why adding collagen-rich foods is essential. Bone broth, salmon, eggs, and citrus fruits are great additions. When combined with your morning drink, they help repair and rebuild the structure of your knees. Another key nutrient is omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats reduce inflammation and keep your joints lubricated. Foods like walnuts, flax seeds, and fatty fish like salmon or sardines are perfect choices. Imagine your knees as gears in a machine. Omega-3s south are the oil that keeps those gears moving smoothly. Without them, everything becomes rusty and stiff. And don't forget about vitamin D and calcium. Without them, your bones become brittle and even the strongest joints can't protect you. Spend at least 15 minutes in the sun daily if you can, or enjoy foods like fortified milk, leafy greens, or almonds. Now, let's move to movement. It may sound surprising, but the worst thing you can do for knee pain is to stop moving. When you stop, your muscles weaken, your joints stiffen, and your pain actually gets worse. The secret is to move the right way. Gentle exercises are key. For example, simple chair squats strengthen the muscles around your knees, giving them more support. Leg raises while lying down build strength without putting too much pressure on the joints. Even walking for 20 minutes a day helps keep circulation flowing and joints nourished. Pair this with stretching. Stretching your hamstrings, calves, and thighs reduces the tension on your knees. Imagine pulling on a rubber band, it becomes tight. Stretching releases that tension, so your knees don't have to work as hard. Breathing also plays a role. Deep breathing exercises reduce stress, and stress increases inflammation. Have you ever noticed that your pain feels worse when you're stressed? That's not your imagination. Stress hormones like cortisol make inflammation flare up. So while your morning drink is calming your body physically, slow breathing can calm it emotionally. The two together are a powerful combination, but here's another overlooked factor: sleep. When you're asleep, your body goes into repair mode. Damaged tissues heal, inflammation decreases, and your joints get a chance to rest. If you're not sleeping well, your knees will never fully recover. Create a sleep routine. Go to bed at the same time, keep your room dark and cool, and avoid heavy meals or caffeine before bed. And here's a trick: drink your knee-healing drink earlier in the evening too, but without honey. The warmth and turmeric can relax your body and prepare you for a restful night. Now, let's answer another common question. What if you miss a day? Will it ruin your progress? The answer is no. Healing is not about perfection. It's about consistency. Missing one day won't hurt, but making it a part of your daily life will give you the lasting results you want. So how do you make it easier to stick with? One way is to prepare the ingredients ahead of time. Slice fresh ginger and keep it in the fridge. Mix turmeric and black pepper in a small jar, ready to scoop. Keep honey and lemons on your kitchen counter where you can see them. This way, making the drink takes just a minute. And you'll have no excuses to skip it. Now let's imagine the transformation. Close your eyes and picture it. 6 months from now, you wake up without pain. You stretch, stand tall, and walk with ease. You no longer hesitate to accept invitations for a walk with friends. You bend down to tie your shoes without thinking twice. Your grandkids ask you to play, and you say yes without worrying about aching knees. That's what consistency brings: a second chance at freedom. And here's something else. This drink doesn't just help seniors. Even younger people who experience joint pain from sports injuries or long hours of standing can benefit. In fact, making it a family habit can keep everyone healthier. Imagine starting your day together with this drink. Your body will thank you for decades to come. Of course, not all pain can be solved naturally. If you ever feel severe pain, swelling that doesn't go away, or sudden changes in your knees, always consult your doctor. This drink is powerful, but it's not a replacement for medical care. Instead, think of it as your daily shield, your natural armor against pain and stiffness. Let me share one last personal story. A gentleman from Texas wrote to me after hearing about this drink. He was 68 years old and had been scheduled for knee replacement surgery. But he was scared of the risks, the recovery, and the cost. He decided to try this drink as a last hope. After 3 months of drinking it daily and adding some gentle exercises, his pain decreased so much that his doctor told him surgery could be postponed. Today, he's walking 2 miles every morning with his dog, pain-free. That's the kind of transformation that can happen when you give your body what it needs. And that's why I'm sharing this with you today. Because you deserve the same chance. You don't have to accept knee pain as a normal part of aging. You don't have to depend on painkillers that mask the problem. You have the power to take control, starting with 1 glass each morning. So here's my challenge to you. Starting tomorrow, make this drink and commit to 30 days. Take note of how you feel each week. Write down your pain levels, your mobility, your energy. Then, at the end of the month, look back and see how far you've come. I guarantee you'll be amazed. Before we wrap this up, let me remind you of something important. Healing is a journey, not a race. Some days you'll feel great. Some days you might still feel stiffness. Don't let that discourage you. The body heals in layers, little by little. Until one day you realize you're living without the constant shadow of pain. So, are you ready to take back your freedom? to wake up each morning stronger, more flexible, and pain-free. Then don't wait another day. Your knees, your future, and your happiness depend on the choices you make today. And one more thing, if you found this valuable, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a loved one, a friend, or a family member who struggles with joint pain. Because together, we can spread healing and hope. Thank you for staying with me through this journey. Remember, your body is stronger than you think. And with the right fuel, the right habits, and a little patience, you can walk tall, live freely, and say goodbye to knee pain once and for all.